What is up, everyone? This is JDM, aka Josh David Miller, and this is the Startup Meditations podcast, where I provide a daily snippet of startup wisdom for you to ponder. This is episode 12, Grit. They say pain is temporary and quitting lasts forever, but that's actually only true if there's a there. It's a common story. Grit, persistence, failure's not an option. Winners never quit, and quitters never win. The American way. The problem is, it's not true. The standard story of this startup involves the hockey stick graph. It starts out low and then jets up hyperbolically along the y-axis. We all know that that's not really true. There aren't overnight successes like that, because we all know that overnight successes are 3 years in the making. So then we said, okay, it's not quite this linear path. Instead, you start out level and then you dip down into the trough of sorrows where most people quit. And then at the end of the trough of sorrows, then you dip back up into the hyperbolic curve of success. But that's not really true either. And there's a layer missing to this story, and that's that most people who enter that dip never make it out again. Most startups fail, and they don't fail simply because the founders gave up. They failed because there was no there. The lesson for me isn't to kill yourself trying to get through the dip. It's to think really freaking carefully about whether that's the right dip to enter into in the first place. In other words, we shouldn't enter most dips because there's nothing on the other side of it. So back to winners and grit and persistence. It's not that winners never quit. That's just not true. It's that winners win because they knew to quit everything else. Put another way, grit isn't the hard part. The hard part is knowing when grit's required. And if you're curious about this, check out Seth Godin's book, The Dip. So today's question is, where are you heading right now? And how do you know that there's a there? And that's it for today. Thanks so much for listening. Remember to like, follow, or subscribe in whatever app you're listening to this right now. And if you have feedback, please leave a review. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.